We are here, and we are playing StarForged. With
sounding
me,
like humans.
sounding like humans, having no technical issues whatsoever.
Not us, ever.
Everything is going to run smooth. We're going to roll strong hits all night long.
Well, I mean, that's not interesting, though. Like, there's
That's
not fun with
fair.
all strong hits.
That's fair. That's fair.
Just, like, story-timed strong hits.
Allegra, I am planning I'm planning a party in space. Would you help me plan it?
Sure. I feel like this is a lead-up to a dad joke.
It is a dad joke, so dad-like that you missed it. Would you help me plan it?
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. You're the worst.
All right.
Oh,
well, getting
my
right
God.
down to it. It is Tuesday, which means we're playing StarForged, and we have an interesting session today. Eli was with us last session, and she left us in an interesting place. We finally are going to visit the Wayland Station. Just to kind of recap,
Right.
last session, we decided that this sector was not good enough. There was one really habitable planet, and it's already inhabited. It's too busy in here, even though it's basically empty in the expanse. But we don't like this sector, and we're going to move on to another sector. And in the process, we picked up a stowaway. This stowaway was named Spader, thanks to inspiration from Parker Woodley. And Spader was like a survivor of an experiment, that was going on in the void that we started in.
Mm-hmm.
And they can make themselves invisible, but to do that, they have to take a chemical, and so they're kind of weak and frail. But anyway, this was just a stowaway that appeared on our ship. And we eventually got to Wayland Station. After taking some hits, I think our ship is a little beat up. Nakata is not in the best shape, and I think that the entire group, the entire tribe, said, "Hey, listen, we need to take a break. We need to go somewhere," and that's why we decided to stop at Wayland Station. Now, as players, we know that there's something weird going on with Wayland Station, but I don't think our characters necessarily know. So I want, with you, Allegra, today, to try to figure out how does this story unfold, right?
Oh boy, yeah.
So the first thing is that they are a little aggressive with us. There's some fighter planes that kind of surround our ship and bring us into dock. And I think we would learn very quickly that they're planning to kind of take our supplies.
Dicks.
We need it. We need our ship repaired, and we need to continue moving on.
Yeah.
Do you want to? Let's define kind of the first scene. Like, we've been docked.
Right.
We know that they could possibly be hostile. What's Nakata's first move? What's the tribe's first move?
I think because our supply is so low, I think she's having, I think they're having their most, like, trusted folks within the tribe. They're like, okay, go hide this shit, hide the good shit. And if they're gonna take some of our supplies, make sure it's, like, the crappy stuff.
I see. So they, anticipating that this could happen, decide to hide as much as they can.
Yeah,
I
make
think
it
that's
seem
cool.
like we're just literally, I mean, we are just, like, refugees, but, like,
Yes.
cut down even more on, like, any cool stuff we have. I know we lost the space shotgun, but
We did lose the space shotgun in beautiful fashion. I think by you having one of our Irelanders hanging outside the ship.
little Chad.
Yeah.
Was it Chad? I think it was Chad.
It was something like that.
Never forget.
But what we're trying to do is either secure some kind of advantage. I'm trying to think of the right move. Or we could... Let's see. We're not undertaking an expedition. We are...
It seems most like secure an advantage. It's
Okay.
not even an advantage. It's just like, make sure we're not at a disadvantage.
Sure, that makes sense. All right, we're securing...
Lex, hi.
We're securing... Oh, Lex is with us? What's up, Lex?
I just want to say hi to Lex. Hi, buddy.
Thank you for sticking through the technical difficulties. So, we are securing an advantage. What attribute are you rolling with? Edge, heart, iron shadow, or wits?
Edge is like slipperiness and like speed and quickness,
Sure.
but Shadow is deceit.
Yes. Yes.
So I want to make a case for Edge because Edge is our strongest.
I think that makes sense.
But also I would understand if it had to be deception
I
and
think
Shadow.
you could do plus edge. What I was going to say is that under your assets as a naturalist, when you secure an advantage, using your knowledge of life forms or planet-side ecosystems, you can add +1. So if you can
That's
sell me on you using your naturalist ability, you could have a +1 to Shadow or Edge, whichever one you want.
Okay, well I think that Nakata is on Nakata the Edgelord. God damn it, Eli.
Exactly. Eli knows how to describe things sometimes.
I think that they're learning really quickly about people that aren't the tribe, and so I think this is one of those things of like learning the nature of people who have been like fighting for their lives out in space. And that's the naturalist.
Okay, all right. So
Nature.
you're saying
like realizing that they're going to be like on the planet. We were very like I think that's where it is. It's like the resource and conservativeness that we had to be on in the eye of the storm versus like the resource conservativeness that has to be taken when you are in space, so I think they're gonna realize that at any opportunity people are going to try and take resources.
Okay, gotcha. You're just saying it's like we just know people's what is it? Intentions. Sure. All right. I love it. I'm sold. If you want to roll with Edge, you can. But we're just gonna say you're just like quickly stuffing stuff away, as opposed to with Shadow, you're maybe taking a little bit more effort or ingenuity.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't. I don't think we would have time to do it in like a smart, sneaky way.
Fair.
It's got to just be fast
True.
because we've just been docked and like we'll probably be boarded shortly.
Sure. All right. Roll with Edge +1.
Edge plus.
That's a +4. It's gonna be hard to screw this up. Let's see how you do.
Only a weak hit still, but that's all right.
A weak hit is something. On a weak hit, you may choose one. You can either take +2 momentum or add +1 on your next move.
I think I'll take +2 momentum.
Okay. Increase your momentum to 2, or I guess it's 3 because you were at a +1.
Yeah, the +1's a number 3.
And yeah, you successfully get all the really, really important stuff away hidden. Maybe the weak hit is like they're boarding just as like you finish, and so you all look a little,
Yeah, like someone's like
and
leaning back and like kicking shut like a loose panel.
Right. And so, what happens next? Is it a big group of people that come on? Are these people acting weird?
I feel like.
Would we like to reiterate the issue with Wayland Station for anyone who has...
Yeah, let's remind everyone what the issue with Wayland Station is.
So, the basic idea is, and this is something that Caleb devised back, I think, 2 sessions ago, that Wayland Station has a infestation of some kind. There are doppelgangers that seem to kind of roam in this place. There is a tolerant authority. There is rustic architecture that kind of implies, like, I don't know, that there's like houses on the outside of this ship or whatever, this space. But it's a trading outpost, and there's a strange phenomenon that people are disappearing and becoming pod people, or like mimics. These doppelgangers deteriorate when they are told that they might be a doppelganger, and they attack. If someone comes back and is not themselves, the practice is to just not say anything. So there's this weird, like, nobody's talking about the problem at Wayland Station.
Yeah.
So I think at the very least, the people that aboard the ship would they be
wary.
paranoid, or would they be aware that you are definitely not mimics?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Like they know we're for
sure.
sure. Because we haven't been. I mean, unless they're assuming that like the threat and like the mimic stuff came from space, and we are also coming from space. So
Okay.
like
I think
that
this
could,
this calls for an oracle roll. Like
yeah,
51 or greater, it came from the ship, or less than 50, it came from space. What do you think?
right. That sounds good.
All right, roll a d100 and let's see. 51 or
Roll
greater, it did
100.
come from the ship. Ooh, a
4.
4%. So it did come from
Did come from the
space.
ship. Okay. So it came from space. So I feel like in that case I think they'd be pretty paranoid.
They would be pretty paranoid. Then
Because
why would they have let us in at all? You know what I mean? Or maybe they're telling us like that you can't leave the ship or something.
Oh, are they like they're trying to keep us sequestered in our ship
Right.
and just look for shit in our ship? Oh, that could be.
Yeah, they just want to
could
take our
be like a boarding
supplies and
party.
then just let us go.
Yes.
All right, so
Okay,
they
Mr. Up.
begin to search the ship for these supplies. What's the plan? Do they? I mean, there's always a chance they could lift the right grate and find something. You know.
Right. I think Nakata is trying to run like a distraction game, basically, of like uh we're from we're from this, we were from the expanse, just like talking to keep them like not focusing their full attention on trying to find our stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Um but okay, now here's the here's the meta thing.
All right.
I would, since they're paranoid and saying we have to stay on the ship, and we don't know that they have an infestation problem, would we be asking for help still, do you think?
Oh,
That's
I think so.
that's
I
the
mean,
question.
I think we would ask for help, and maybe that's like that's part of it. Is that like, hey, can we barter? Like, you can take our stuff if
Oh,
you like
yeah.
repair our ship, kind of a thing. I don't
For
know
sure.
if we really have the power to ask anything
No.
of these people.
But I think we're being honest, and we're like, this is what's going on with our ship. This is where we came from. We
Yeah.
need help. Can we make a trade? Can you offer us any kind of direction to turn? Something.
I mean, how do we know these people themselves boarding aren't some of them mimics or something?
Well,
you know?
they could be, and like we know that, but we
Right.
don't know that.
Right.
I mean, the mimics haven't done any out of character.
Mhm.
The mimics haven't done anything outwardly like bad or violent unless they're told that they're mimics. So if we don't know
Right.
that they're mimics and we
Right.
don't bring it up,
We wouldn't.
there's no reason for us to like have a problem, right? Unless there's like some kind of outward appearance or like behavior that makes it like, what's up with this? Like something's weird, like crusty, like purple ooze coming out of their ears or something like that.
Oh, okay, all right. I suppose that's fine because it would still, the people aboard Wayland Station would still feel obligated to not say anything.
Right, but we who don't know that might be like, hey, you've got a little something, like, are you okay?
Oh, okay, I like that. So I like the idea of like Nakata or somebody, saying that, and then I think
Yeah.
one of the people of Wayland Station would like pull us aside, say,
Shut the
don't
fuck up, yeah.
don't acknowledge it, don't mention it, don't talk about it.
Okay, yeah. So I definitely think that like one of the folks in there has like, I'm gonna stick with
Okay.
purple crusty ear boogers.
Yes, I like the
coming out of
purple
their
crusty
ears.
ear boogers. Okay, so we have the situation where our Iron Landers are like, all right, there's something going on between like factions of this group. They want our supplies. I think we first need to make some kind of roll to determine whether they find anything. We could just ask an oracle, or we could, because the weak hit was a success in terms of successfully hiding it. I don't know.
But if it stays hidden is the question.
Right. The most obvious is probably facing danger, but we could also try to compel them to barter, lie, or swindle to them.
Okay. So if someone's dragged Nakata off to the side and is like, don't fucking say anything
Right.
about it, could I use that as a bargaining chip of like, okay, yeah, I won't say anything, but you have to, like, we need supplies. If I won't say anything if you can help us.
that is, I think, a decent reason for a compel.
Like grab their shirt back,
Yeah.
like someone's got their shirt and they're like, no, I will grab your shirt too.
I mean, this is all about these iron vows. Nakata could say, look, we'll be willing to help you too with this problem. You could swear an iron vow to say, look, we'll help you solve this in exchange for fixing our ship.
Yeah, that feels right.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I feel like the rest of the tribe is gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing? But I think they would do that. Like,
Yeah, and I think
this is how
Nakata can
we-
realize that this is like a very strange situation that it's going to require more than just like a simple barter.
right.
All right, so we are going to compel, and are you? I guess you're kind of trying to barter. You could roll with heart, or you could try to lie and swindle them with shadow. You're not really lying to them.
I'm not really lying. I'm
Yeah.
kind of being very honest.
Yeah.
So I think heart
makes the most
Yeah.
sense.
All right, let's go. Here we go.
Let's roll heart.
Okay.
See what happens.
We missed. We
Miss.
missed. Bad times.
Ugh.
Bad times.
Okay, so let's read what happens. On a miss, they refuse or make a demand which costs you greatly. I think we can still roll with this, right?
Yeah.
They say, we don't care, we're going to take your supplies one way or another. If you really want to help, then help us solve this problem with these doppelgangers, right?
Yeah.
So
I don't know how much Nakata would want to help if they were like, no, fuck you.
Right, yeah, no. Just outright saying no, I don't think makes sense. Remember, this is StarForged. The story can always move forward, even on a miss. So we do have to pay the price, so. Roll a D100, and let's see what that price is. I'm hoping it's that one of these doppelgangers hears in on the conversation. It's like, what about doppelgangers?
What about me? 21.
21. A surprising development complicates your quest.
Son of a fucking bitch. It's exactly what you fucking wanted. Yeah.
All right. One of the doppelgangers overhears this conversation. I think that's a realistic risk. So,
for sure.
So what does it look like when a doppelganger starts like questioning their reality and realizes they're not who they think they are and starts going crazy? Have you seen the movie Alien, Allegra?
Long ago. I want to watch it again.
Do you remember the scene where the android started freaking out and is like spinning around the room? Like, that's what I imagine. Yeah,
I was thinking that, or like Dice Drive Evolution says I can feel the GM cleave from here. They're right.
Oh yeah.
Sergio likes to make us miserable.
Love those misses.
And that's my own fault for saying all successes weren't fun. That's on past me. So like, hey, past me. Okay, so I think all I can hear right now is whatever episode like it is of Doom to Repeat, spoilers, sorry, that you are like screaming as Spider J when the Preda comes in.
Right.
All I hear is, it's in my head!
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I'm imagining that. I feel like they were off in a corner and it gets heated and they're like yelling at each other with like, and so one of them was like, oh, what's going on? And then heard like, oh, something mimics, and like they're gonna like lose their shit. And so then they started like questioning themselves and like the classic, my brain, and start like just like zipping all around the bay trying to like ground themselves, but it's not working.
All right, so this person, as we've discussed, is going to start becoming violent shortly. So we're either going to enter the fray, or we're going to need to come up with some clever way of getting rid of this psychopath, this doppelganger, before things get bad.
Is the door still open? Do we think the door is still open?
I think that there's probably some way that your ship is docked with the Wayland station, and that they are connected and open right now.
Okay. Is there a chance that while they're running past the door, Nakata could just front kick them through the door and then slam the door behind them?
Into Wayland Station?
Yes, like kick them out of our ship into Wayland Station and slam the door, leaving the other folks with us and like our tribe in there. But the mimic that's losing its shit is getting punted out.
Okay, yes, we can do that. I'm thinking out loud that the people of Wayland Station aren't gonna like that you basically just like shunt the problem onto them, but maybe you roll really well and something happens. Let's find out. You're not really entering the fray this time. This time it sounds like you're just kind of making a move, like a main it's like a battle move or something, I think. Let's see. Combat moves. So take decisive action, or when you fight a battle and it happens in a blur, envision your objective and roll. Or when you seize an objective in a fight. I think that's more appropriate for something else. Let's just do a battle roll, and maybe that'll kind of define the tone of what happens next. So
For sure.
you're fighting up close,
Yeah.
so you're gonna have to roll plus iron.
Yeah, I was hoping I could maybe get can heart work, because I didn't know what was happening and I'm just trying to be brave, but I don't think
No,
it's
because it's one of the only attributes you can't make a battle roll with.
I know.
So you're
Yeah,
gonna roll
to try.
plus iron, and
Okay.
I'm sure everything will be fine.
Everything will be fine. Let's go. No, it's not. It's a miss.
Another miss.
Oh boy.
On a miss, you are defeated, or the objective is lost to you. Pay the price. Roll a d100.
All right. Eli says you can't fight with feelings, and I beg to differ. That is a 4 again.
4, rolling low. Okay, an individual or community you care about is exposed to danger. I think that's
Shit.
obvious. I think that you try your best, but Nakata is not a skilled warrior.
I'm not a fighter.
The thing probably zips past you and it starts attacking your allies, starts attacking the
Yeah.
other Ironlanders.
Yeah.
All right, so we cannot escape entering the fray here.
Let's fight, baby.
Now here's the thing.
Boy.
You did initiate combat, but you also rolled a miss. I kind of feel like we just go straight to when
Its
you are in a
turn.
bad spot, reacting under fire.
Yeah.
When you are in a bad spot and take action in a fight to avoid danger or overcome an obstacle. First, I want you to tell me what is your immediate obstacle. This doppelganger is now looking at your allies and attacking them.
I want to get its attention off of them.
Okay, so you want to draw it away from your enemies.
Yeah.
All right. You are not fleeing or dodging, getting back into position or taking cover. You are remaining stalwart against fear. You are blocking or diverting with force, moving into hiding, creating a distraction. You would have to roll with shadow.
Fuck. Well, it's okay. Hold on. Let me think about this. Let me think if I have any other options.
There are other options.
All out attacking is a no-go because I'm not a
Tends
fighter.
to not work. Yes.
I wonder if I can.
Check your assets out and make sure there's not
Yeah,
something
what's-
with.
I don't think naturalist is gonna do much for me right
Oh,
now.
that's true. That's true. It's only
I-
secure
I've-
advantage and gather information.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing either of those. My ship's not gonna do anything.
I mean, you could always, at warp speed, pull out from the Wayland Station and, like, suck everybody into space.
Well, that's just killing everyone, and that's against my iron vow, Sergio.
Fair.
Could I slam the door shut and then be like, gun it?
Sure, but first we have to deal. We're 2 steps behind, which is that
Okay,
this
right,
thing
right, yeah,
has the initiative.
right.
This thing is about to cut up all your allies if you don't
Yes, and I
succeed
don't
on
want
this
that.
roll.
Okay. Edge. Okay, remind me what edge is. I'm sorry.
Edge
is like
is
speed.
dexterity and
Dexterity.
speed. Yeah.
Okay. That's not really useful right now. Neither is heart. Okay, wit. Could I? No, that's out. I don't think anything else is terribly applicable. Eli says to tackle it. I can either distract it or tackle it.
See, the problem is
But
that
I
if
guess
you tackle
a
it,
tackle
you're rolling
would-
iron.
Exactly.
So
and like
wits and edge are your
wits
are-
is the only thing.
in reacting under fire. It's in pursuit, fleeing, dodging, getting back into position, or taking cover.
Okay, so if I get back into position, would that be like get back into a spot where I can like square up?
Okay, you want
Oh,
to get...
Can I use my speed to get between it and my people? Like, can I meat shield myself?
I think you figured it out. Go ahead and roll edge.
Okay, there we go.
And
Took us a minute, but we got there.
Let's see what happens. I'm on the edge of my seat as you roll this edge roll. Oh
scratcher.
boy. Okay, here we go. Things are going bad quickly in Wayland Station.
Might have to make a new character today, friends.
Hell, I mean, we might be checking in with the old Ironlanders. We might have to go back to Ironsworn.
Don't put that on me. It's not my fault.
On a miss, the situation worsens.
Eli, I can't throw the dice away. They're virtual. If they were real dice, I could put them somewhere where they would be in timeout. But I can't do that here.
They're always going to roll badly. The situation worsens. You stay in a bad spot and must pay the price. Roll a d100, but I think what we need to determine is that you're going to withstand damage. I think this thing is going to attack you. But let's just see what the dice tell us.
6.
All right, let me go to 239. You said 6?
Yes.
You encounter signs of a looming threat. I think we've learned what the looming threat is.
Yeah.
There's these crazy.
Or could it be that, like, I hate to do this to myself, but also it's good. Could it be that another mimic sees that mimic losing its shit and is like, wait, am I real? And starts also freaking out. So just go, do you want me to add more fuel to the fire?
It could be, if you'd like that. I think that there are other, there's other pay the prices that are more specific to that, like another enemy enters the fray kind of a thing.
That's I don't want to give myself more problems. I'm just saying.
Yeah, let's just
that's
have you
an option.
Withstand damage. You're going to take a hit. This thing attacks you. You know, it makes sense. You get in its way, and it's going to attack you. So first of all, let's see. You're going to endure harm. You're going to reduce your health by 1, and then you're going to roll either health or iron, whichever is higher. But I think your health will be higher.
My health or my iron? My health is higher. Yeah.
Well, first of all, reduce the health by 1.
Right. Yes, it is still higher, just barely.
Okay. Roll health.
All right. Okay. Here we go.
Okay. Weak hit.
Weak hit. All right. All right. We'll take a weak hit.
Slowly climbing out of this hole. On a weak hit, if you are not wounded, you may lose 1 momentum in exchange for that 1 health you just lost. Otherwise, you press on.
So I'm not wounded,
no,
right?
You can either choose to not be wounded in exchange for losing 1 momentum.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna do that.
Drop.
I think that we need to be in it for the long haul because this isn't.
Yes, this is slowly getting bad. Okay. 2 momentum, 3 health. So this thing, describe how it attacks you. What does it do?
I think it's just like, I kind of feel bad for it because it's just like it's questioning its entire existence. So it's just like flailing and like inconsolable because it might not be what it thinks it is, which is kind of heartbreaking.
Okay, you describe all the touchy-feely stuff. It has to though, like kind of
it's like just like uncontrollable flailing essentially.
Right.
And like I wonder if it's like when Caleb described these, it feels like they got like did he say that like they deteriorated or got sharper when they became aware?
I don't remember him saying anything about that, but I mean, we could if you want to add it.
Yeah, why not? We're gonna add it.
So what are you describing? What gets sharper?
Maybe like they start growing closer to what their original like physical form is.
Oh, I see.
So like they're like maybe they like their claw, they have claws or like dorsal spines or something.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So we have the situation with this thing freaking out. It's starting to turn into what it really is, and we have to either kill it or we've got to get rid of it. I would think by now the other folks, who are on Wayland Station would have a plan about how to like deal with these things, whether it be fire or whether it be just shooting it. They probably have guns.
Yeah. I feel like I'm thinking in D&D terms of like, can I just hold it? Like, can I give them advantage by holding it so they can shoot it? But I know that's not a thing in Ironsworn.
I mean, if you hold it, you're basically in the line of fire,
Yeah. I think I'm just, let's see. I hate that my iron is so low. I miss Ashana so much.
I think we can. There's got to be a way that we
I miss my
can.
beefy girl.
We could describe it as Nakata. Maybe the other folks are like, get out of the way, get out of the way. And Nakata realizes, okay, maybe we just need to let them handle it the way they've been handling it. And if we do that, maybe we just face danger.
Okay, yeah.
and
I was
that-
gonna say, or like maybe like do like quick like Wing Chun blocks and like divert their energy so that they're like
Nakata
facing.
is not doing any kind of kung fu.
Could
nothing.
be. She could be like, her edge is very high, Sergio.
True. I suppose you're right that is more of an edge type ability.
And like using the momentum that they're putting onto them to like push it off away from the other people.
Okay. All right.
So that then they can shoot it.
All right. So we're rolling edge to
Yes.
face danger, get out of the way of these weapons.
Yeah.
A good roll, we take care of the problem.
Yes. We haven't been having those, but let's find out.
Let's find out.
Let's go.
Oh, all right. Oh, yeah.
That's a crit failure right
That's
there.
a crit failure. Oh,
That's
boy.
a good old crit failure.
All right. On a miss, you fail
so
or a
annoying.
momentary success is undermined by a dire turn of events. I have some ideas.
Yes, so what's your idea?
The first thing is, okay, we're having these guys like shoot at this thing. Maybe they do succeed killing it, but they've also like wounded our ship. Maybe they've blown a hole in our ship and like structural integrity starts getting affected.
Yeah. Or maybe they like shoot the ship and then they find all the shit that I hid.
Sure. That
Maybe
makes
that's
sense.
that maybe that's not bad enough for a crit fail though.
I mean, that's something. Now we're kind of now we do lose the supplies. That's the problem. Is so now it's
Yeah.
like not only do we have to help them, we also have to figure out how to get those supplies back.
Yeah.
So it works. I think it works as like an added challenge.
Yeah. I just get nervous about like space science of like if you have a hole in the ship, does it just crumble the whole ship? Because I think if you
No.
depressurize it, it's all fucking over.
Yeah, I don't think we can say that the ship is completely depressurized. I just think maybe there's some kind of, they're shooting their guns. There's some kind of hull or structural damage
Yeah.
that is a little more generic and is not going to immediately destroy the ship. But maybe we do all have to get off the ship. I think that's appropriate for a critical miss. Like,
That would make
we've
sense.
got to get off the
Yeah.
ship and like just shut it down, quarantine it, or else
We don't know, like maybe we don't know how much damage was done, but it's
Right.
enough that it's like, this is probably bad.
It's enough that we are stuck on Wayland Station until we solve this problem.
Good.
So I
Yes.
like the image of the smoke is cleared and there's this blue or this purple body all gooey. Does it liquefy or does it remain as a doppelganger?
I feel like I think liquefying is the cool option. Is it like just like
Yeah, I think it very quickly starts to melt and
once it's dead?
Yeah, I think once it's dead, everyone is like, maybe they finally just explain what's going on. Is that we've been on this station and these doppelgangers have started to appear. They all have this purple ooze coming out of their ears, and if we in any way address it, they tend to kind of lose their shit. So we need to make an iron vow. We have promised these people that we would help them. Let's go to our vows.
Fine, I'll help these assholes.
We are going to say that we are going to. We can be a little specific about this. Do we want? Maybe we don't stop the doppelgangers en masse. Maybe it's just as simple as like we discover the source of these doppelgangers, because we did establish that we don't know where they're coming from. They just keep showing up.
Yeah, that could work.
Okay, so we make an iron vow to.
Oh wait, no, we figured out they're from space.
Right, we did figure out they're from space.
Maybe how they're getting in.
Maybe
Or how they're
getting
like
in.
where they're multiplying. Maybe there's a whole nest of spooky doppelgangers.
Yeah,
in,
that's
like
what
the
I'm thinking.
basement of the.
Like, even if they did come from space is a very big place. Like, they're parked, like whatever's creating these doppelgangers is parked somewhere on this station.
Right.
All right, so find the source of the doppelgangers. Let's just keep this a dangerous mission. We don't need to go too much higher than that. So that's 2 progress, every success. What are you laughing at?
CMYK Matter said
Space
space
is
is
big.
big. Maybe even infinite.
Exactly.
You're right.
All right,
Thank
so
you for the reminder.
So we're in this station. Describe to me what Wayland Station looks like to you. We've described that there's rustic architecture, whatever that means. It's a it's kind of like a derelict trading outpost.
It's like a rusty Enterprise from Star Trek. Like the colorful buttons are like
coated in dust and dirt,
like faded around the edges. And, like there's like rust like creeping over the edges of control panels. They're still making the beep noises, but it's like it's getting distorted and bad.
Gotcha. And yeah, I'd imagine there's a lot of like destroyed parts of it in their combating of these doppelgangers. You know, like blast doors and blast marks everywhere.
Yeah, like blast doors that don't close all the way,
sure.
Or like bits of space junk that are just like thrown in a corner. They're like, that might be useful later. Right. Not right now, though.
Right. All right. So we are in here. We probably speak to a leader or a mayor or something. You know, some kind of head of Wayland Station.
Wayland Station.
Do we want to define them, or does it not really matter? We could just get right on to this, trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I have an image for the mayor of Wayland Station.
Tell me who this mayor is.
They're like a portly little old woman, but she talks like this. Hello, I'm the mayor of Wayland Station. And everyone's like, aren't you like stressed about? Yes, I'm very stressed. I have to keep a smile on my face to keep from losing my absolute shit. And like she's trying really hard to be like very positive and not talk about the problem at all and just like ignore it and divert attention to like, look at our retro cool space station. Please don't talk about it. I think I'm gonna lose it.
You know, you actually bring up a very good point that I think our friend Caleb made about this place, which is that one side wants to figure out how to kill these things and get rid of them. The other side just wants to survive and possibly leave. And maybe the mayor is on that side of like, let's just not talk about it. Yeah. Everything will be fine. It'll work itself out. All right, so we find a rather ineffectual mayor or ruler of Wayland Station. Could they give us any insight? What'd you say?
Her name's Starlene.
Darlene or Starlene?
Starlene. I don't know how much like investigating she's done because she's trying really hard to just like ignore it and get enough to get off the station.
That's exactly what I was thinking of, Lex. That
Starlene,
song.
Starlene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my mimics. Sorry, I'm in a weird mood today, and we're going. I feel like she hasn't done a whole lot in terms of trying to like gather information on them. I think it's a lot of like, they're here and we're just gonna deal with it with a smile on our faces.
So Starlene is useless, but do we want to try to gather information, talking to other members? Your cat needs medicine.
Yes, he does. That'll be fine.
Do you want to gather information and possibly glean something from the other folks aboard Wayland Station? Maybe someone else has some insight.
Yeah, I definitely feel like we're trying to talk to like leaders of the guard or like whatever they have on Wayland Station, trying to speak to them in private. And I think now that Nakata knows that that like the purple ear crusties are an indicator, they're like checking every person that they pass and like looking.
Okay. We are going to roll plus wits to see if we gather any information that is useful to us.
All right. Let's see.
Make that wits roll.
Wits.
We have a little bit of a change of luck here.
Wits. Oh, weak hit. All right.
Weak hit. Okay. On a weak hit, the information provides new insight, but also complicates your quest. Envision what you discover, then take +1 momentum.
+1 momentum. Hell yes.
So then momentum goes up by 1.
Um,
My first thought is that maybe you need to venture somewhere that folks don't go.
Yeah.
These
Maybe there's like
doppelganger. No, go
there's like
ahead.
a kind of more derelict part of the station that people are like, there's no reason for us to go there. We're not going to go there if we don't have to. It's a little bit dangerous.
It's amazing how great minds think alike, because Caleb had mentioned don't go past floor 60, he said. Maybe
Caleb and I are the same person. We all know it.
past floor 60 is where we need to go to investigate. Yeah, like we said, we talked to
Yeah.
engineers, and we keep hearing this inference that these things are coming from somewhere that we are in. So that means we need to don some spacesuits and go past floor 60. Or do we? Do we want to decide whether, like, past floor 60, is it, like, depressurized and we need spacesuits to survive?
I want, like, do you... I think we talk to the engineers and are like, hey, do you know what it's looking like on floor 60? I know you guys don't go there, but is it do you not go there because of, like, spooky things, or do you not go there because it's uninhabitable for mortals?
Well, when you roll a weak hit, something complicates your quest. So I think that is the complication, is that we have to wear spacesuits.
Yeah. Perfect.
All right, so we're going to don some spacesuits, courtesy of Wayland Station, because I think we only have, like, 1. Are we going into floor 60 alone, or are we bringing help?
That's the question, isn't it?
I mean,
I don't know how, because we said we were having, like, seeds of dissent were being sown within the tribe.
True.
So I wonder if, like, are they... Like, I don't know, like, how are they feeling about us being at this station now? Like, we were doing what they wanted and trying to get help, but also we fucked things up, and it's getting worse.
Well, you could always try to compel someone to come along with you. Nakata has a brother, and there is also the stowaway Spader, who is now a connection between us.
Oh, I may try to bring Spader, because Spader can go invisible.
Okay, Spader can go invisible. We'll say that he's very weak. He's not a very powerful person, so because of the medicine that he takes to go invisible, he's a little frail. But he is... I'd say he's probably willing to go with you. I see no reason why. Besides just trying to survive. So you bring Spader along. The two of you suit up. And you go to floor 60 to investigate, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to floor 60.
All right. We
gotta go where we can't.
I think, let's see, that gather information roll would not... Must make progress made clear. Yeah, you don't make progress on a gather information roll, so we can't increase our progress yet. But, we can decide what our next role is. We are kind of entering new territory, so we could attempt to undertake a journey, or undertake, it's called, undertake an expedition. That's how we could start it.
This doesn't matter, never mind. I was looking at Naturalist, and I was wondering if it would have helped on the last roll, and I don't think it would have.
Not really, because of the
I don't think it would have made a difference anyway.
Yeah. So we're undertaking an expedition. Do you agree, or do you want to do something else? Okay. Are we rolling with edge, shadow, or wits? Rolling with edge, we're just moving with speed. Shadow is under the radar, and staying vigilant is with wits.
I think we're staying vigilant.
Okay.
I think vigilance over speed right now.
All right. We are rolling with wits. I do think... Yeah, all right. I was looking at your engine upgrade, which does allow you to do something with undertaking expedition, but it's with your ship.
Yeah, we're not on that right now.
You are going to roll wits, and hopefully this starts out well.
All right. Dice gods, smile upon me. I know you don't like me using virtual dice because I have so many just 5 feet away from me, but please.
The burden Allegra must bear every StarForged session. That is a weak hit,
the only thing I don't like about StarForged. Yeah. It is a weak hit.
On a
because
weak
I will
hit,
pout.
You reach a waypoint, but this progress costs you. You either have to make 2 suffer moves, which sucks, or you face a peril at the waypoint.
Okay, well,
I'm
I
sorry.
think
You
it's
can either make a suffer move at -2, or you face a peril at the waypoint, which is just rolling a d100 and something kind of bad happens.
Words. Can you remind me what suffer
Suffer is like
is?
enduring stress, enduring
Okay.
harm, one of your allies taking damage, that kind of stuff.
I feel like I think remind me about suffering. I don't need a reminder. I think I want to roll for peril at
Yeah,
the waypoint.
the peril is actually
That
a lot of
sounds fun.
because it
That
tends to be
sounds fun.
pretty chaotic. Let's roll a d100 and you tell me
We
what you get.
love chaos here.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sir, have you decided to play with your ball right this minute? All right. Well, if you hear a ball in the background, it's my cat. He's having feelings. 43.
43. That is a meteoroid storm fills the sky. A meteoroid storm fills the sky. Now that's a spaceborne
Okay.
peril. I wonder
Okay.
if there's not maybe a different peril. Let me look at the oracles real quick.
9th level spell.
Well, I mean, it would be kind of cool if, like, suddenly the station is
just starts getting rocked.
Yeah. I'm looking at space sightings, sector names. Yeah, I think the spaceborne peril is as close as we're gonna get. So,
Yeah.
you like that idea of, like, suddenly the whole Wayland station is getting pelted?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, maybe like Wayland Station getting pelted and like moving within space wakes something up.
Fair. I like that. What we need to do, though, is because we found a waypoint, we need to roll for that waypoint. I just need to find... okay, we're going to let's describe this waypoint. Roll a d100, and we'll pick a descriptor for this place.
81.
81 is rare. So something here is rare. Let's roll on the... possibly the focus of this place. Roll another d100.
Okay. 27.
27 is energy. Rare energy.
Oh, okay, I wonder if one reason that it's so derelict, the station is so derelict, is because they're running on auxiliary power or
Okay.
like secondary power.
Uh-huh.
And this is like floor 60 or whatever is where the original like power core was.
Okay.
And it's like I'm kind of envisioning like the control thing in the middle of the TARDIS.
Yes. You're just saying that this is
But
like
dark.
this is the floor with the energy core
Yes.
that has been separated from the rest of the ship or not accessible.
Yeah, it's not functioning properly, and it like
Okay.
maybe it's like leaking radiation or something. I don't know.
Or maybe whatever's creating these doppelgangers is feeding on it.
Ooh, yes, that.
Right?
Let's do that.
We'll see with the rolls. That was a successful waypoint find. We're going to move forward. We're going to either continue to undertake an expedition, or you could try something else. You could try to gather information by checking in the computers and seeing what's going on with this floor, or...
Yeah, I think if Nikata saw something that was like an energy core that wasn't functional, I think they would try to just kind of poke around and see if there was any other information to be gleaned from it, if there was if there was just anything there that could be useful.
So we are going to try to gather information, right?
Yes.
All right. When you do that, I think you roll wits.
Roll wits.
Roll those
All right.
wits.
Come on, smarty pants. You're smartish. It's a miss. Surprise.
On a miss, your investigation unearths a dire threat or reveals an unwelcome truth that undermines your quest.
Eli, I'm about to give you what you want. Are you ready?
What is it?
Are you ready, Eli? We pull out part of the control panel of the power core,
Mhm.
and there is a nest of purple goo of doppelgangers inside the power core.
Okay, gotcha. So the doppelgangers are feeding on the power core somehow, right?
Yeah.
All right. We
So we got information, just wasn't what we
Yes.
wanted.
Yes, exactly. And the complication is now these things are like attached to the power core. You can't just shoot at these things because you'll blow up the power core, right?
Right.
We have to pay the price still. We did roll a miss. So roll 1800 for me.
Okay. Doppelgang are 11.
Doppelganger. An 11.
Our new person.
You face a tough choice. The tough choice, I mean, could be obvious in that it's like maybe Wayland Station has to be destroyed, or, you know, do I... What is the tough choice, actually? Because...
Okay, I'm gonna pull a me and make this emotional when it doesn't have to be,
Okay.
because that's who I am. I think Nikata realizes that, like, I think they see that and they realize that's a bad thing, but they also remember the doppelganger who was just like losing their mind because their existence was kind of like a fantasy or a lie. And so I think they're trying to figure out how they can help everyone, how they can like get the tribe back on the ship that's safe and good to go, get these weird little spookies out of here to a life that they can live without hurting these other people who just want to also continue their lives. So I think that was a roundabout way of saying, I think
Are
they
you going to adopt these things? Is that what you're about to say?
Don't threaten me with a good time. I will adopt anything, and you know it.
I know it.
I've adopted gelatinous cubes. I've adopted red caps. I've adopted water genasi or air genasi children I haven't met but once. I think...
I mean, that is a tough choice of, like, we just take these things with us in exchange for the repairing of the ship. And now we...
I feel like... I think the hard sell is going to be to the tribe. And I think Nikata is going to try and figure out a way to put them in like a little box and like close the box and be like, okay, I have your problem solved. These are coming with me. No one open that box until we get somewhere where we can let them go.
I see.
It's a catch and release, Sergio.
I see. All right, so we want to take these things. Did you say you are not telling the tribe? Are you doing this as secretly as possible? Is that the idea?
No, I don't. With my shadow, I don't think I would try to deceive anyone, because it would.
Okay.
I think that would break more trust with the tribe trying to like, this is fine, we're just going, rather than being like, okay, here's where we're at, here's what I think we should do. As the leader, this is what I'm saying we do.
So you're going to come back from this trip and explain to everybody what you saw and what you think the best course of action is.
Yes.
Okay. Obviously, some folks would probably have a problem with this. I think you need to make a compel roll.
Yeah.
Right?
That would make sense to me.
If you make a compel roll, I'm going to warn you, if you roll poorly, we will probably have to test our relationship with the tribe. And I think that if you fail, we might have to select a new leader. That
makes sense.
You know, that they'd be like, this is crazy. We cannot allow you to bring these aliens onto our ship.
I don't think they would do anything else. Unless I'm misreading the... I know Aaron tried to kill a space whale.
Right.
But
well, that was Aaron.
Maybe this is Nikata atoning for the space whale.
I see. Okay, gotcha. I don't think really anyone besides Nikata had a problem with killing that space whale. But that's okay. We're going to... it sounds like you're trying to encourage, charm, barter with these folks. You can roll with heart.
Okay.
You are talking to your tribe and giving them the tough news.
I'm gonna cause problems on purpose, gang.
Oh no!
Motherfucker.
Oh no! On a miss, they refuse and make a demand, which costs you greatly.
Yeah.
I don't even think we have to pay the price.
No.
I think they demand a new leader as Nikata's plan is ridiculous of bringing these aliens onto the ship.
I don't think it's ridiculous, but you know, um,
The other Ironlanders though are not happy with this. So how do we?
I'm not a good leader. I don't know how I became leader.
You were a good pilot. I think that's why you became a good or were a leader. How
Good
do we
race car
do
driver
this?
doesn't
How do
mean
we-
good at people.
How do we handle this? We could simply roll up a new character, or we can.
I was the one
attempt-
that ruled this one too. I don't want to be the one who rolls a new character. Someone else can do it. I think I'm gonna try and keep this going within the tribe underneath everything else.
Oh, really? So like Nakata's just gonna try to do it anyway.
Yes.
All right. So they have a meeting, and someone else is selected as leader. But
Yes.
Nakata, against others' wishes, decides to continue this.
Yep.
Okay, interesting. Now
I'm
here's-
gonna haul ass. I'm gonna use
Okay.
Edge. I'm gonna haul ass back, and try and just put them in a box.
Okay. All right. You are probably going to face danger.
Yeah.
Because I
Track.
think what the other Ironlanders' plan would be is we just need to kill these things. We just need to find the nest, destroy it, and that's that, right?
Yeah.
So you're trying to get ahead of them before their plan is enacted. Roll with edge, and let's see what happens. This could
Sergio, why do you let me
be-
play this game? This is the worst choice I've ever made in
this
my life.
Could be a crazy session.
This
Let's
is-
see what happens.
This is a terrible choice. This is a terrible choice.
You know, I thought
I'm-
this was going to be aliens, and this has turned into like Battlestar Galactica or something.
Eli says when you send a druid to space. Yes.
This is going to turn into that Star Trek episode, The Trouble with Tribbles, or whatever it's called.
It's a weak hit.
A
Oh
weak
yeah,
hit.
the ones that just like multiply.
Yeah. On a weak hit, you succeed, but at a troublesome cost. You must make one suffer move.
Okay.
What
Aye.
you could endure stress, as this is quite stressful. Getting caught,
Yeah.
risking the lives of your shipmates.
My shipmate. Yeah, that. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do endure stress.
All right, you are going to endure some stress. Let's see. First of all, you succeeded at facing danger.
So I got him.
Yes, you definitely did get them.
Got a terrarium of purple goo.
Exactly. I imagine like little purple eggs or something. We are going to give you some progress on this vow.
I'm technically fulfilling my vow by helping. Oh, wave.
It was find the source of the doppelgangers. I think it just needs to. Now
Oh.
it's become like find a new home for the doppelgangers. Find a new home for the doppelgangers.
Catch and release, fam.
Right. We're going to add another 2 progress to this goal. But we let me read what this weak hit does again. On a-
CMYK matter. Yes, it is a cheap hermit crab terrarium. There are like
Yeah.
pink and purple rocks at the bottom. There's like a really shitty half coconut hut that says "Home Sweet Home" over the opening.
All right, you're enduring stress. Reduce your spirit by 1, and then
Oh,
roll
man.
either spirit or heart.
Spirit by 1, and then roll spirit or heart. Even
higher.
if I don't have a good, like, even if characters don't have a heart, I will make them have heart. God damn it! Strong hit. Hell yeah.
Nice, finally. All right, so on a strong hit, you can shake it off and regain that lost spirit, or embrace the darkness and gain +1 momentum.
I've gone dark. I've gone dark where I'm choosing aliens over the wishes of my tribe. We're
This
embracing the
is-
darkness,
Yeah,
gang.
this is quite TPK-ish of you, Allegra. So we're going to raise that momentum. We
Everyone
have...
wants to be chaotic. I want to be chaotic too.
I'm going to say that, like, we grab some doppelganger eggs, but there are probably still, like, others that our allies can go off and destroy, right?
Yeah, I probably like grab like a terrarium's worth, and then I leave like 1 or 2 for them to like think they got them.
Right. So they go through the process of destroying these things.
Oh no!
Let's say they do that. I mean, I don't
I'm
know.
coming to terms with what I've done, Sergio, and I'm regretting everything.
Yeah, I don't know where this is going.
I don't either. I'm
Because
so sorry.
So you're not the leader anymore. That's fine. But the issue is, we need to ask the Oracle whether the other Ironlanders are successful in... I guess it doesn't matter whether they destroy it or not. All that matters now is, what the hell are we going to do? We need to repair the ship. If we successfully kill all these doppelganger eggs or whatever, except what you have, we're going to repair the ship, and that is what we came here for. Let's at least do that.
Yes.
Though you are not overseeing this, I still think we can have you roll for it. You are going to, let's see, combat, exploration, aid, let's see, repair, page 237. Here we go. Okay. When you make repairs to your vehicle, if someone else is making the repairs, make a supply roll. The way you do this is your supply is at 3, so roll a +3 roll or just make a supply roll.
Okay. So it's I just do supply and no modifier. Okay. We hit.
We hit. On a hit of any kind, you gain repair points as appropriate to the situation. Additionally, you may sacrifice and exchange 1 supply for an extra point, an extra repair point. So we're at a facility. It's a weak hit. We gain 3 points to repair, which means we could bring our ship back up to full strength.
Cool. So we don't even need to try to use the supply thing.
I don't think so. Yeah, let's just go back to full strength.
Nice.
And now we have done what we came here to do. We repaired the ship. What about the supplies? They, did we decide that they took... We decided that they kind of, like, also knew that we had our supplies and took some, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah, we decided that they took at least some of them.
Do we want to try to compel them to give us them back, or how are we going to handle that?
I feel like whoever's the leader now should have his chance to try and, like, hey, we solved this problem for you.
Right.
Can we have our shit back?
Right. That would be a compel roll, and it would be, let's see what the options are for our... We could make a heart, iron, or shadow roll. This might decide what the new leader is like. I mean, do we want to make them an iron-focused character or a shadow-focused character? The other option is heart.
Well, we know I love a heart character, as evidenced by everything I do.
Right.
But I feel like I don't think it's going to be heart, especially if they're taking over from me. I don't think it's going to be heart. I think it's going to be iron or shadow.
Yeah, I think that maybe the person that takes over is the person that's been the most loud and obnoxious about your actions. You know, maybe they're somebody who is like a good at talking and is a bit of a swindler or something, you know? Like
high charisma, motherfucker.
Right. Okay, so that sounds like we're rolling with shadow.
Yeah.
We're also deciding that this is the highest attribute of this leader. So why don't you roll with edge, since that's your highest attribute?
Right,
thinking
makes sense.
that we're rolling with shadow.
Like we're rolling with shadow.
Yes. We're kind of bending the rules here. We should just create this character, but I'm very curious as to what the hell we're going to do with these doppelgangers. Okay.
We hit.
We
Not
hit.
bad.
As above, but their agreement comes with a demand or complication. Envision their counter offer.
Okay. So they will give us some of our stuff back.
They give you the supplies back.
But
what's the demand or complication? Either they don't give it all back, or they want something else in return. Maybe they don't trust that we killed all the doppelgangers, or they destroyed all the eggs or something.
Maybe do they want to, like, check everyone over for, like... Ow, you jerk. Sorry, my cat's in my lap. Maybe they want to, like, check everyone over and, like, make sure that we're not, like, infected or, like, looking through our stuff to see if we are fine.
All right. Unless you want to do something else, you're going to have to either face danger or try to secure an advantage by hiding these eggs. They're going to come into your room looking.
Face
They've got their eyes out for all the terrariums.
Yes. I think gaining no, I don't. I think it would be just facing danger. I don't think there's much of an advantage that can be had.
And what do you want to roll with as Nakata to face this danger?
I want to roll with edge because that's what I'm best at.
Yeah.
But I don't know how you can like dexterity your way around hiding a fucking terrarium.
The only thing that I could think of is maybe you just try to always like stay out of their view, like you're constantly like moving with the box, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Roll with edge and hopefully you are able to sneak away.
All right, let's find out.
Okay.
Of course, that's the one thing I get a strong hit on.
All right, strong hit. You are successful. Take +1 momentum.
All right.
You have successfully avoided their gaze. They think it's okay to leave. And the ship has been repaired. And you guys go.
Cool.
All right. Nakata has no idea about the gestation period of these things, or like,
not a damn
it's probably bad that you've taken it away from the power source, because we did establish that they kind of feed on the power source.
Yes, they might die. They very well could die.
They might die.
Space.
They might go into a stasis, unless you wanted to bring it close to the power core of your ship and keep them growing. What would you like to do? In fact, why don't you?
Can I roll for it?
Yes, I think it's likely that that they would probably start to shrivel. You know what I mean, and like not be good. I'm trying to find the oracles here.
I think once they're back on the ship and like in their quarters and realizing that they're not the leader anymore, realizing that they took these fucking spooky purple eggs from nowhere because they had a bad, like they felt bad for 5 minutes. I don't think they would put it next to the power core of the ship because they also really care about the ship and also the tribe, so I don't think they would put them in danger in that sense. But I think.
All right. Well, first things first. Let's find out for sure whether the eggs are affected being away from like a power source. It's likely. So 26 or greater. Yes, they are being affected by power source. Okay. Roll a d100. If you get 26 or greater, it means that they are or do need. Okay.
Oh yeah.
If you do not bring them close to the power core, there's a very good chance they're going to die or not, fully gestate. Are you willing to do that? Is Nakata willing to do that? That's the question. As a naturalist, the first alien species you've ever come across.
Yeah, that's where I'm stuck. Is like, okay, by the naturalist side of it, this is an alien species. I want to like learn about it. I want to keep it, like I want to help it. But also at the same time, on the other end of the spectrum is this is my ship. This is my people. Like these are who I want to keep safe. This has been my priority forever.
I don't know. I mean, Nakata was kind of, the people were pretty upset with her. She
got ousted. Yeah. Can I roll for it? Can I roll like 50-50?
Sure. 51 or greater, yes, you are going to bring it to the power core.
All right. Chaos time.
98. So Nakata, at some period where most people are asleep, probably brings the doppelganger eggs over, thinking,
I will say I'm gonna like tape the box shut, tape the terrarium shut.
I see.
And like leave them in the box and leave it sealed so they can't like get out.
Sure.
But I am gonna like kind of like nestle, and like because it's my ship, I kind of know a place where it's like close to the power but not like all the way in there. Like I don't think they'd put it all the way in.
Gotcha.
But they'd put it near enough that like maybe there's like a residual like.
Okay, so you put this box there, and you know that they're probably being fed by the power, and what's left for Nakata? I mean, we're not really making the decisions anymore about
No.
the progress of the ship. So I think what's left now is to kind of resolve.
Vows. Let's see. Find a cure for Ashana. Nope. Find a new home for the Ironlanders. Nope. Get to the Stargate. Nope.
These are all now things that the new leader now is in control of.
Yeah, the only thing that I'm in control of right now is finding a new home for the doppelgangers
Right.
because no one else knows they
So
exist.
here's what we can do. We can, first of all, I want to roll to see if between now and the next waypoint, if the eggs like hatch or anything like that. But maybe what we roll first is, do we come to another ship, or excuse me, another planet before we get to the next sector? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm about to start a space plague, aren't I?
I don't know what you're about to start. We want to find. We have only 4 progress on this. We could roll we could roll on this progress right now, and even if you fail, there would be some kind of narrative movement forward where we could possibly find a place to drop these things off. Maybe if it's even an asteroid or something.
Yeah.
Let's go to.
Let's try it.
Let's see. I'm trying to get to the make a discovery, finish an expedition. On a strong hit, on a miss, the destination is lost to you, or you come to understand the true nature or cost of the expedition and envision what happens and choose one of these things.
Would I have gained anything because I got them on the ship? Would I have gained any progress because I got them on the ship and hid them?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Nice.
You've got 6 out of 10. So with 6
Okay.
out of 10, roll 2d10, and you want to hope that at least one of them is under 6. 2d10. A 10
1.
and a 1. All right,
Yes.
so that's a weak hit. On a weak hit, you reach your destination or complete your survey. Mark a reward on your Discovery's legacy track per expedition rank. But there is an unforeseen complication at the end of your expedition. Make the legacy reward 1 rank lower and envision what you encounter. So, what do we encounter? And that might determine what our legacy skill point is. Do we find a planet? Is it just a meteor? Is it something?
I like the idea of an asteroid.
Okay.
Because I don't think Nakata wants to harm other people. She just doesn't want to harm these. And she's kind of seen that they can harm other people, or they've kind of seen that they can harm other people, so they think they would want to like release them in the wild where they can't hurt anyone and no one can hurt them.
All right. I love that idea. I have an idea though.
Yes.
An unforeseen complication. What if Nakata like signs up like, hey, yeah, we're gonna explore this asteroid. Great. I'd like to go with you. They don the spacesuit. They go out with everybody, and like they've got the box. And what if the others like notice and they're like, "What the hell is that?"
Yes, that was what I was thinking too.
I think Nakata needs to either make a face danger or a compel roll, because the Ironlanders might choose to leave her on that asteroid. Like, you betrayed us, you lied to us, type of thing.
Face danger or what now?
Face danger or compel them. You're going to compel them to, hey, please don't leave me here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What would you rather do? Face danger or
think
compel? You be rolling, your best roll is heart. Facing
Yeah.
danger, you roll with edge is your best.
Would me facing danger just be me like, no, you can't leave me here.
Yeah.
Ah!
You're like, I refuse. Yes, exactly.
Okay, yeah, why not? I think Nakata. I think leadership took a really heavy toll on Nakata, and they were. I don't think like they made decisions wisely the entire time, obviously, and I think they're just. I think they're a little bit unwell.
Right.
So
right.
they're just like.
They're just gonna react and run.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll edge. I like CMYK's suggestion of stowing away in the landing gear.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Now is when I roll the strong hits. Not
On
when
a
I need
strong
them.
hit, you are successful. You will take +1 momentum, and you get into the ship via the landing gear.
Yep. I hide the
Probably
landing
lay
gear
low
sure.
for a little while, you know?
Yeah.
And Nikata's a little bit of an outcast now.
Yeah. Sorry, gang.
So my question to you is this, and I should have mentioned this at the beginning of the session, but we actually have 6 experience points that we could have used. We could use it now on Nikata, or we could give those 6 experience to the next leader, but there's some kind of cost. Like, I'll give you that, but you have to roll for some kind of spaceborne peril or something like that.
Hmm.
So the next character, the next player that plays or creates this character that is shadow-centric will have 6 experience points to play with, but they're going to start right away with a spaceborne peril.
Hell yes. Of course.
Okay.
I want to mess with whoever's next.
All right, great. I will
What?
remember.
I'm gonna leave chaos.
So for next time, we'll have a new leader who is shadow-focused. They will have 6 experience points, and that new player will take them on as they take on the role of leader, where Nikata failed, or at least kind of dropped the ball. Nikata did their best. You know what I mean?
Did their best,
Yeah.
and they were having a rough time there at the end.
Yeah.
Their first time out, they lost Chad and the space shotgun, so
Yeah. That should have been the first indicator that Nikata needed to be replaced. You don't lose the space shotgun.
No, never the space shotgun.
All right, so
We did survive.
speaking of the next player, we need to find out who that is.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I want to say that there is Aaron, Amanda, and Zakia left. So we'll roll a d4. One is
I think
Aaron.
I can roll a d3.
Yeah, I guess you can roll a d3. 1 is Aaron, 2 is Amanda, 3 is Zach. Let's see who comes next onto STARFORGED.
Who am I leaving chaos for?
Hey-yo!
Aaron, yes!
Aaron. Okay. Hopefully we don't come into more space whales, but maybe we do. But the point is that I think actually Aaron's going to come up with a good shadow-based character.
Oh yeah, this is a good place to leave him actually.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that was an interesting session. Not, so often in StarForged, things start one place and end in a very different one.
Yeah, at the beginning you're always like, okay, well this is where I think we might go. And I'm like, yeah, for sure, this sounds good. And it doesn't.
We saved some doppelgangers.
Left him on an asteroid.
I have to add it to your legacy. I think we'll do something with your... Did finding those doppelgangers feel more like a quest being resolved, or did it feel more like a discovery?
Felt more like a discovery. I think
agree.
with quests, it sounds like we're setting out with an explicit purpose, and discovery we're not. We're just going.
Right.
So I think it's more discovery than quest.
So we made a little bit of legacy progress on our discoveries. What happens is when we have 2 boxes, we gain some experience because of that. But we do already have 6 experience that we just keep forgetting to use. So the next character will start off strong, I believe. Gang,
right in the middle of hell.
Yeah, exactly. Gang, thank you for listening to us. Thanks for everybody that joined us today. Allegra, thanks to you so much for a great session as always.
Thank you as always. I love playing with you, dude. Anytime, anywhere.
Is there anything?
Thanks for sticking with us through technical difficulties too. Really appreciate that.
Yes, it looked like just doing an old-fashioned restart helped.
Yeah, that's sometimes you just gotta refresh those USBs.
Exactly.
Am I right?
Exactly. Allegra, anything we need to plug or talk about before we end our session today?
Well, let's see. Usually we'd have Heroes You Should Know this week. I'm having to push that to next week just for some personal reasons. But don't worry, we're going to talk about a very cool Resistance spy next week. Caleb and I. That'll be great. Friday we'll be doing something. I have a thought in mind, but we'll be doing something. As always, Aaron is at the sheep farm on Mondays. He's been playing Black Mesa. It's Aaron, it's chaos. You know how it is. And of course, very soon, in just under 2 weeks, we will be beginning our playthrough of Orpheus.
Right.
With the hottest ghost team you ever did see. I can't wait to show people art that Zach has made because it's amazing.
Vince of Black Project Gaming is going to be running that. That's going to start Saturday the 25th or the 28th.
Yes.
Let's see.
The 25th.
25th. So the
28th is a Monday, I believe.
Everybody watching, if you want to check out some hot ghosts and a campaign that has never been completed in its entirety, but we are aiming to do that, the 25th.
Well, I'm
check
sure
it
it's
out.
been completed, just not on in a stream platform.
Not
I'm
on a
sure
stream
someone has
platform,
completed
yes.
it.
Thank you for the
In a
clarification.
stream or podcast form, it has not been.
Right.
Yes, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Hot ghosts. Yes, Reggie, hot ghost.
We will see everybody next time. Guys, remember that we do have a Patreon, and you could always subscribe to us here on Twitch. Either of those would be a wonderful way of supporting us. But thanks again.
Oh, and if you sign up for our Patreon, sorry, one more thing. If we sign up for our Patreon before the end of summer, which is on September 21st, we will send you one of these sweet little sticker babies.
That's right. Love those stickers.
I've been sending them out. It's been very fun for me. I love sending mail. Even if I'm not receiving mail, I love sending it. So give me some joy. Let me send you a sticker.
All right, gang. Thank you so much again. We will
Thank
see
you.
you next time. Bye.
Bye.